GTKE back in the building. We got my boy Stuey Newton in the building, man. What's going on?
Come on, man. What's going on with you, family?
Shit, man. Long overdue.
Yes, sir.
Here we are, you know what I'm saying? Perfect timing, divine timing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm happy to be alive, man.
Hell
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I'm happy to be alive, still here, keeping this shit, pushing, you feel me? Seeing you, seeing the platform expand, seeing everybody else working, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good, man.
It's crazy too, because niggas been in this shit for a while. It's same over here, bro. We love seeing the guys still in this shit, still growing. It's a reflection, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
We was them young guys. Now we like the older guys. So it's like
facts.
You know what I'm saying? I talk about this a lot with my guys, my homies and shit. Like, nigga, we in a position damn near we gotta look at the youth. You feel me? Like, and be the niggas that we didn't have coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, I want to get to the origin though. You know what I'm saying? So where'd you grow up out here, bro?
Man, born in Renton, Washington. You know what I'm saying? Valley Medical Center.
Renton. Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Raised in Federal Way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 288 for military type shit, Pacific Highway type shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like from there I pretty much lived everywhere, like I-5 type shit. You feel what I'm saying? As far north as Everett to as far south as like Spanaway.
Word. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm all up and down I-5, you know what I'm saying?
Now repping shit, like, do you ever feel like a pressure repping? If a nigga, like, let's say you was on 106 in Park, and they're like, where you from? Like, what would you say you repping?
Now, see, if I'm on 106 in Park or something like that, you know, like, I feel like that would be a lot easier to say Federal Way, Washington, because they have to put that on the screen when you say that and shit like that, you feel me? Whereas, like, when it's kind of more just, like, casual going out of town, like, a lot of people don't really understand because they never really been out of town like that. Yeah. So, like, if you try to just be like, oh, I'm from Washington, a lot of the time they're going to think you talking about D.C.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to clarify like either Washington State or you have to say Seattle. Right. So they'll be like, oh, okay, like the Seahawks. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm from a small town about 20 minutes outside of Seattle called Federal Way.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I was asking. Now, was it ever like growing up in Federal Way, was there ever a thing to where it's like, nigga, should I rep the town or should I rep? Because it's kind of like not middle almost, but it's like, that to me, that's still the town. Like,
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because like growing up in Federal Way, like I always had like this theory, like you got Federal Way Tacoma niggas and you got Federal Way Seattle niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because some niggas that you knew growing up, they would go into Tacoma, but a lot of the time they wouldn't go to Seattle. Right. And you had niggas that would go to Seattle. A lot of the time they didn't go to Tacoma. You feel what I'm saying? I was the latter. Okay. So like Tacoma was damn near like a myth to me until I got locked up. That was the first time I was ever around anybody from Tacoma. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I would usually go to Seattle, but everybody would tell me, bro, don't go to Tacoma, bro. It's different out there. Like, do not go out there. I don't care what it's about. I went to Tacoma one time when I was younger for a female, and I ain't gonna lie, it damn near wasn't even worth it because I was paranoid the whole time, just looking over my shoulder, thinking about everything niggas was telling me. You feel me? I'm like 16, so you know, I'm like, damn, you know, I gotta make sure I'm on top of my shit out here. I heard it get nasty.
Hell, dog. So you was a Federal Way Seattle nigga growing up.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
And that's funny, the myths and shit, because it's like, we don't know I didn't start moving around outside of Tacoma until like 19, probably. And up north, you feel me, going up north. Really like 2021, you feel me? So you kind of locked in this bubble. You don't really hear the outside talk about Tacoma until you move around, and then everybody's like, you're from Tacoma? It's like, I didn't get it, you feel me? And I'm like, what the fuck is this about? Like, and then you start moving around and seeing like, oh shit, there really is like some type of stigma around it. Type shit. Like you said, like, don't go to Tacoma, and then boom, you out there and you moving around. And it's like, so when did you, cause like, it's safe to say, nigga, you're a town nigga to me, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when did that become something? Like, would you say, like,
man, it was when I moved out here, and I want to say that was like 2013, I believe. 2013, I moved out here, and then you know, but one thing about me, like I'm gonna always just like modulate. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm gonna always rotate. You feel what I'm saying? So like I moved out here, and it was like, okay, but you know, I'm gonna still get it in, and you know, I was just, you know what I'm saying, making a lot of connects with a lot of people, and you feel what I'm saying, got a lot of love out here. You know what I'm saying? So. You know,
they didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides what they hear and shit, it's like, it's a lot of love in town.
For sure.
In high school, when did you start rapping?
Man, the first time I wrote a rap, I want to say I was like 8 years old. I was like 8 years old. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a kid, so it was like about like my favorite baseball team at the time and shit like that. So,
Did you just write it, or were you actually trying to pursue it? Like, nigga,
I mean, I just wrote it. I don't even know why. Like to this day, you know, like my mom told me when I was young, like I used to be like in poetry when I was like real little, but like so little I don't remember. Oh shit! But like my mom would bring out poems that I wrote every now and then, like. You wrote this when you was 5. You wrote this when you was 6. I'd be like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But one day I was 8 years old. It was like I remember it like yesterday for some reason. You know what I'm saying? It was like the start of my 2nd grade year. I just turned 8, and I don't know. I was just like, man, I want to write a rap song, and then I just wrote it.
Yeah. Did you spit it to anybody, or is it just you just wrote it?
Nah, so I just wrote it and I kept it to myself. It's kind of funny too because like that's when I really realized like rapping as a kid is a challenge because you feel me, and like, you know, I'm 8 years old, so we talking like 97. You feel me? You know, I'm an old head, you know. So, you know, we talking like 97, and you know, this wasn't a common thing for kids to be rapping back then. So I didn't have the confidence to really pursue it alone. So before I wrote any other raps, I spent the whole year just trying to recruit other 8-year-old kids to see who was down to rap. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like we started off with probably like 4 of us. But of course, by the end of the year, it dwindled down back to just me. And then, you know, by the time I turned 9 years old, 3rd grade year started, I said, you know what, I'm going to just start rapping myself. And then the rest is pretty much history after that.
Now, was you cussing and shit, badass little nigga shit? Or like,
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't start cussing until that 3rd grade. I started writing that 3rd grade rap. You know what I'm saying? Like 2nd grade rap was real, you know what I'm saying? Radio friendly. You know, it's just about my baseball team. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, when I turned to 3rd grade, man, I was like, fuck it. That's when I just started cussing in general. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was the year I just kind of just got turned out to cussing. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was just trying to sound like what I was listening to. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to sound like real rap, you know, not cheesy shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga was cussing up a storm.
Now, from there, when would you say you laid your first joint, like on a track, like in the studio and shit?
First time I ever recorded myself, I think I was like 10 years old, maybe 11.
You did it yourself?
But me and my brother did it ourselves because we had the shit called Acoustica back in the day. Old ass fucking program, dog. We had Acoustica. This shit was so old. And because my brother was rapping with some of his homeboys in high school. So like that was how he was having his motion. So one day, you know, I finally just decided to get on the joint with him. You know what I mean? Which is funny too. Like he was kind of the front runner of the rapping, but I was rapping first.
This your older brother?
This is my older brother. But like at first I was writing his raps.
You was writing your older brother shit? Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And he'll tell you that because it's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's pretty much how he got into it. I started out writing his shit, and then he kind of, you know, figured out the play how to do it, and then he started writing his own raps eventually. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, one day I was like, you know, I actually want to record though. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was recording everything. So like 10 or 11 years old. You feel me?
10 or 11?
Like yeah, something like that.
Now, do you remember the process, like in the studio? Like, was you nervous to spit in front of like an engineer and shit?
A little bit. A little bit. You feel what I'm saying?
How'd you get a beat?
I mean, I was making them.
Such a different time back then.
I was making them. Because, right, you know, it's a different time. So when I figured out that, like, I kind of had, like, an epiphany, like, being a young dude, like, I'm going to have to figure out everything. You know what I mean? So I really kind of went in. Shout out my nigga Do Luca Pelli, man, because he was instrumental in why I even started making beats in the first place. We started making beats on MTV Music Generator. I'll never forget that shit.
That's the demo?
On the PlayStation. Yes, bro.
I know exactly what you're talking
about. On the PlayStation, bro. That's how I started making beats.
That's a throwback for you niggas, bro.
On my mama, MTV Music Generator. That's how I started making beats.
Bro, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, from there, it evolved to so much shit. Like, niggas that into the music, like, some of these names of programs y'all might have remember if y'all was back then, like Hip Hop EJ. That shit was trash, but Hip Hop EJ, Magix. You know what I'm saying? Cool Edit Pro. You feel what I'm saying? I was just about to say it.
Cool Edit. Which turned into Adobe.
Come on, man. Cool Edit Pro. Niggas don't know them days.
That's my first
you see what I'm saying?
nigga learned how to use Cool Edit.
I ain't gonna lie. I know a nigga that used Cool Edit Pro still to this day and perfected it right now on everything I love. I'm not even gonna give y'all the sauce. You feel what I'm saying? Because this nigga on my mama really used Cool Edit Pro right now and is a dog. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I pretty much had to do everything myself for the most part. So like, you know, when my first experience recording was, you know, pretty much me and my brother just recording ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, I was kind of streamlined into this shit at an early age type shit, you know? So
same shit with me and my brothers. These niggas had the closet set up with the cassette tape. So A, B side, nigga instrumental. You got the other tape you put in, and then the mic, like some karaoke shit.
facts.
You play this one, nigga, and this one record, and at the end of the day, it's a recording with the beat. You know what I'm saying? So that was the original Whoop for us. And then we met my nigga Bass, and he had Fruity Loops, FL Studio, and Cool Edits. So that's what we start picking his brain and just like, nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And that was like, we was like 16 though, doing that shit, like 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? In the studio, fucking with it. Like, so to be at it, what age would you, he said you was 13?
I like the first time I probably got in like an actual real studio, I probably was like 13.
13, yeah. But when you start recording yourself.
When I started recording myself, I was like 11.
Yeah, see, that's a clean head start. So yeah. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Now, you brought something up that was very relevant I want to touch on. You said, nigga, 97, was that, you was in a certain age at 97, but just the general, like, how niggas is calling everybody unks and shit nowadays. Like, how you feel about this shit? Like, well, we in our I'm 35, you feel me? So
Same.
Yeah, okay, so boom.
Yeah, we the same age.
But it's a beautiful place to be because it's like, nigga, we ain't really too old, but at the same time, we are older than this younger generation. So it's like, when niggas is unking you and shit like that, like, what is that? How you feel on that shit?
I mean, you know, like, still trying to get used to it, right? Because like, the only thing that really makes me feel old for real is watching my kids grow up.
Oh yeah,
like right. that's the thing that really make me feel old for real. Like when I realized that, you know, my oldest is 17 and you see what I'm saying, about to be 18, and I had to go buy him a pair of Yeezys that's bigger than my feet.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like that'll make you feel old.
Had him at
you know what I'm saying?
16?
So I mean, he's not my blood. Okay. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when me and his mom first got involved, he was 3 years old. But I've been there ever since. Okay, you know what I mean? Even after me and his mom broke up, I'm still there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's my dog. You feel what I'm saying? But that's the only thing that made me really feel old for real. So it's like when the nigga first hit me with the unk, I'm not really all the way ready to accept it. You feel what I'm saying? Cause you know, like I'm a Virgo, so it's like I'm an overthinker. I'll be in my head, like I'll go home and I'll rethink about it after I'm smoking that backwood. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel me?
By that?
And I just really hear it. It'd be echoing in my head. I'd be like, damn, you feel me? A single tear roll down day after day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
What's crazy is this unk shit is getting year after year is getting more lesser and lesser. Like, I ain't seen a nigga call a nigga 25 unk. Like, that's unk too. So what you gotta be, nigga? 16 in this shit? Like this shit getting mad wild.
Because it's this the, you know, who the game is for is getting younger and younger. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all in all, when I really get to the bottom of it, man, it's a blessing. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, I do got a lot of, you feel me, beloved people that didn't make it to this age. So you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing for sure.
Hell yeah. Now switching back lanes, boom, to where we was just at. You said 11, recording your own self, and then further up the road, you get in the studio. Now, around this time, is your structure of making a song? Like, I want to make a hit. Like, who is you looking for? Like, who is you looking up to around this time? Like,
like around that time when I was real young, like, I honestly, like, my biggest influences back then, if I just had to pick three, I had to say it probably was Tupac, Ludacris, and Nas.
Yeah.
These are my biggest influences musically at the time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I understood I grasped the process real fast, like what a 16-bar verse was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I taught myself that, like 16-bar verses and 8-bar hooks, you know what I'm saying? 4 bars, but it repeats one time.
Yeah.
You know, like I once I started really getting into rap, like at a young age, you know, I started listening to music with the critical mind. So, you know, I'm literally counting the bars on the radio now and I'm listening to songs. I'm counting bars.
Sorry.
Like, oh, okay, so the average song is 16-bar verse.
Yeah.
Okay, you know, sometimes I have a 12. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I understood the method of writing 16 bars and, you know what I'm saying, bridge and
song
everything.
Structure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Which is a real fucking science. Like, you get in the booth with somebody new, it's like, you so used to it now, you know what I'm saying? You get into some, like, this nigga don't know how to structure a song.
Count,
like, you know
right. Facts.
It'd be like that, like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's a education in his own type shit, like, song structure. Everything. So when did you lane switch and go to, like, battle rap?
Man, battle rap was kind of like a long time coming thing when it happened because I was like 10 years old, like the first time I really saw battle rap for real, because like they had it on TV. It was like Showtime, HBO, something like that. And they had it on TV. They had the Blaze Battle Tournament. And you feel what I'm saying? Like that shit just turned me and my brother up. Like me at that point, I'm freestyling almost every day just because that inspired me so much. Now I'm just freestyling every day just in case a nigga run up on me with some bars. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm freestyling every day. You feel what I'm saying? And one day my brother come back. My brother, he 4 years older than me. Okay. So, you know, he got all his partners that he rap with and shit like that. So one day he come back to the crib after school and he got all these niggas with him. You feel what I'm saying? He like, nigga, you got to come out here and battle everybody out here. You feel me? I'm like, what, nigga? So you feel me? But I go out there and battle everybody. Like, feel me? Yeah.
Every nigga in
real
the
talk
right now.
Real talk, like a real life put on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So like, you know, a nigga, you know, so I merged with the Stripes. You feel me? I felt like a gladiator ever since that day, you know? But then like the battle culture itself kind of died down within like my lane. I kind of got more focused back into making music. You feel what I'm saying? But then I want to say I was probably about 21, 22. Boom. I start seeing the Smack URL battles. And I'm like, oh shit, these niggas is battling again, but it's like turned up. This is like, you know, this is turned the fuck up. This a whole different, you know. I said, you know what, maybe I can get jiggy with this shit. And then I found out they was doing the ABL out here.
Okay, yeah,
and then,
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? I tapped in with the homie Safe, rest in peace.
The
and my
Graffiti
boy,
Garage?
Now see, this is, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even make it to the Graffiti Garage. I was late.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was late. Like the Graffiti Garage already had all the lore and everything. I missed that
I remember
era.
that shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I came right after that era. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the rest was history. I said, you know, I'm gonna try it. If I'm good at it, you know, we'll see what's up. Yeah. You know, so.
So what would you say like your first battle, like getting into that shit? Like how you even get a battle? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like starting brand new, like you said, you just caught winning this new shit. How you jump in? How you get in there?
So I get invited to the Facebook group, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I get in there, the Facebook group is active. You know what I'm saying? The ABL page back in the day, it's active, you know what I'm saying? Niggas in there talking crazy. Yeah. I'm like, damn, you know, it's like double dutch. Like, when do I just jump in? You know what I'm saying? I just want to get my little bars off, you know what I'm saying? So I say, fuck it one day. I just make a little post like, hey, man, you know, I ain't battle nobody, but, you know, who wants some smoke? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And one of the cats at the time, he was, you feel me? He was kind of hot. You know what I mean? Like, he had just came off battling the homeboy El Solo, rest in peace. Crazy how many cats done passed away from battle rap and shit like that. He had just battled El Solo, whose name was buzzing real crazy at the time. And he battled the homie Drew Filthy, whose name was buzzing real crazy at the time. Like, you know, he was like a new nigga that's coming in firing off out the gate. Yeah. He goes in there and comments on the poster. It's like, bro, you're easy work. Like, you feel me? Like, he's talking wet. I'm like, ooh, you know? So I'm like, you know what? I don't duck no phase, though. I know this nigga, he's on a little run right now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't duck no phase. Fuck it. Let's get it cracking, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he went up there and battled, and you know what I'm saying? Tore the roof off that motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And from there, they was like, okay, we got to watch out for this nigga.
Okay, yeah. Now, would you say you won that one?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. For sure. And I mean, not like that. Respect to my dog, you know what I'm saying? Because we cool now. But, you know, I feel like the people would say that I won that for sure, too. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I always wondered, like, how do you prep for this shit? So okay, boom, it's like, okay, it's on, it's on. Bam, from there, is it just like, okay, let me get my bars together. Let me just write a string line of bars. Is it like almost structuring in a song? Or is it just like, I got bars and I can free put the bar wherever I see fit to the circumstance type shit? You know what I'm saying? I always wondered this shit. Like, how the fuck does it work?
See, I mean, everybody's method's probably a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? But like me, for the most part, like I'm a writer first and foremost. Okay. So it's like my shit is really structured kind of meticulously. Okay. You know what I mean? But I put so much into the preparation, you know what I mean, as far as just making sure the bars is there because, you know, writing the bars, I feel like, is kind of more of the easier part. The hard part is making sure that you have that shit down packed. Gotcha. Because you only got one time to go in there and do that shit.
You start choking, niggas like, oh.
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad for you. You feel what I'm saying? It's bad for you. You can't afford that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, that's the hard part is telling yourself, man, I got to rap all 3 of these rounds 4 more times today. even though I already rapped them 4 times today. And the shit sounding whack to me now. It's not even sounding fun no more. It's not even sounding believable to me no more. But I gotta keep rapping this shit, so it's drilled in my brain like muscle memory. You feel what I'm saying? Because me, I want to be able to get up there. Because if you notice, you watch battles, niggas get up there when the niggas rapping to them, they not listening to what the niggas saying.
No, yeah.
And what they're doing is they're trying to run their rounds back in their brain. They're secretly rehearsing to themselves.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Me, I want to be to where the rounds is so locked in.
Yeah.
I'm really listening to what you're saying because I want to take your hottest bar and freestyle flip it when it's my turn.
Okay, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like, it's a difference. Like, and I noticed that like the prep is different. Like a lot of the times, I'm not in battle rap no more, so I could tell the secrets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was coming to events and niggas would be tripping because I'm talking to the people. I'm smoking 7, 8, 9 blunts before the battle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And niggas is like, dog, how are you doing this? I'm like, bro, I'm already locked in. Like you'll see niggas, battle rappers, just walking around the venue just the whole night. The whole night. These niggas don't even get to relax, talk to the people, nothing. The whole night niggas walking around just making sure they're stressing. You feel me? I'm a stress before I get there because when I get there, I need to be chilling. I need to be relaxing. I want it to be to where when I rap them bars in the venue, that's the first time I rap this shit all day. So it sounds fresh, it feels fresh, and I'm having fun while I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just on like some funny, like a funny story, right? I had a battle on my birthday out here, and we flew the homie in from Nebraska, you know what I'm saying, to battle me. And it's my birthday too, so you know, usually like I said, niggas smoke 7, 8, 9.
I'm lit.
Fat backwood. Now I'm smoking 13, 14, 15, 16. My nigga Chris Crazy came through with a joint this long, you know what I'm saying? So look, I'm smoking a joint that's this long. Then my opponent come up and be like, hey, bro, chill out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got work to do today. You know what I'm saying? I said, nigga, you chill out. I do this. You know what I'm saying? But this is the funny part, though, right? This is the funny part, though, right? We battling. It's the second round. Bruh's rapping. He like, I noticed my nigga's engine was overheating. You know what I'm saying? My nigga had to go outside and faint real quick. You know what I'm saying? So like that be the thing. Like I want to be so locked in now. I can smoke weed and chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's niggas that's passing out after hitting one blunt because so much goddamn stress and you know adding the temperature, the heat. And, you know, so yeah, prep is a very important part of the game, just as far as making sure that you know your shit. You know what I mean?
So you said you don't rap it out loud until the time of. So everything prior to that is just in your head.
No, so I'll rehearse it out loud. You see what I'm saying? But like that day, when it's that day to battle, like I don't want to rehearse my shit that day.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't want to spit it that day until it's time to rap.
Gotcha.
You feel me? That's how locked in I aim to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, like you'll go to a battle event, you'll see the battle rappers just running in circles, look like it's a fucking track meet or something. Niggas just running in circles around the venue, just rapping to themselves the whole night till it's their time to rap. These niggas jump off stage like, whoo, time to smoke a blunt. I be like, damn, I can't live like that. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? So, yeah, man.
You're saying you get all that done before, so then while I'm there, I'm locked in.
I'm chilling, and you know it's defense too. Like I don't need a nigga seeing me sweat because I'm a smart nigga. I'll see a nigga doing that, and I'll rap about it when it's time to rap. Like nigga, you out here stressing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So you know,
how do you zone out a crazy crowd? Like when the crowd get hectic sometimes. Like let's say that the opponent got all these people in the crowd, or most of them, and it's like they own you about it, like shit. You feel me? And then I know that's a whole type of like ball and shit when you're playing a sport and you hear these niggas on the sideline talking shit. Yeah. But you still gotta lock in. I know that's a whole nother element to the shit. Like what helps you in that moment?
Honestly, like just in general, like my mentality is like turning negatives into positives. Yeah. So honestly, that shit excites me, bro. Like I'm not even gonna lie, that shit excites me. Like, oh, the cards is against me. Right. Oh, it's really looking like I might not be able to make it out this motherfucker? Oh, that just excites me because if I do, nigga, I'm that nigga. Yeah. And it's undeniable. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I prided myself on is like a lot of them battles I did, like I was really dolo by myself. Yeah. No entourage, no nothing. I'm pulling up to New York by myself. Damn. Battling niggas. It's their whole hood there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I thrive off of shit like that, though. Like, oh, yeah, niggas really think y'all counting me out. I pulled up here by myself. Yeah. And guess what? I don't got no entourage here gassing me. Yeah. So when this whole room turned itself upside down on you when I'm rapping, that's organic.
No, for real.
So the respect different. Yeah. You feel me?
Now, what made you do that? Like the very first time, like, was it like invite to your people? Like, hey, I got a show out here, and then you probably seen like shit niggas couldn't come, and it was like, fuck it, I'ma still go type shit. And then you got a taste of it, like, hey, this is actually raw. Like, nigga, like me, Dolo, nobody with me. It's a whole different element. Or how did it come about? I'm just trying to figure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to be for real, that's really what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because shit started getting kind of hectic. You know what I mean? Like when I started doing the battle rap shit, like that shit really did kind of like take off. So like a lot of niggas couldn't keep up with. You know, I'm always having to get a plane ticket, and you know, niggas got jobs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but me being me, it's like, well, I'm not gonna miss out on my opportunity because I gotta go alone. You know what I mean? If I gotta throw myself into the fire, then you know what I'm saying? And then there's like the couple times, like I said, like you said, you know, the first couple times that I realized like I could do this shit dolo in another nigga's hometown.
And get mad love from it too.
Like so that's different. So now it's like if a nigga was to come with me, that's cool. That's extra support. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I survived long enough to know that I didn't need it. And that I felt like it actually helped me in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah.
Now, going into battle rap, what was the mission? Like was it just to see where it took you? Like after the first result, or was it like I want to be champion? I want to dominate. I want to be that top nigga, like Murder Mook and them niggas. Like I want to be up there, and just make this the shit. Or is it like this is something to you know, chisel my sword for when I go back in the studio, I'm raw at making a song. You know what I'm saying? I know you started making songs
for sure
first, and then you went into that.
Facts.
So what was the whole objective of doing it, or was just seeing it? Like, was you just seeing where it would lead you?
I mean, honestly, I think my first real goal, and I think that probably was really my only goal, was just to, you know what I'm saying, be the first nigga from Washington to make it to URL.
Oh, dope. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think that was the first thing. Like I wanted to take the shit to new levels. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like, granted, like don't get me wrong, like niggas was hot at the time. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everybody who was battling out here, but I was like, you know, somebody got to come shake this shit up though. Yeah. You know what I mean? And make this, because you know, it was, the scene was alive and the scene was vibrant, but a lot of niggas felt safe.
In Washington?
Yeah, it just because in the battle rap shit, like niggas felt safe, and you know, like it's really rooted in Tacoma. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know, it felt safe. So I was like, man, you know, little nigga from Federal Way got to pull up and remind niggas like stay on your toes, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's real out here. Nigga come through, you never even heard of me, you didn't even know who I was. Yeah. Came through here and got on niggas. You know, niggas got to step their shit up. You know, like because we got shit to do. You know, I'm looking at it like that. You know, like the first battle I ever did, you feel what I'm saying? A-Verb got in contact with me, like yo, you know, he told me straight up. He said, if you keep that shit up, you'll be on Smack. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well then that's confirmation. I gotta get on Smack. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now what was that like?
Getting on Smack?
Yeah.
At the time, that shit was surreal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it was surreal. Like especially like where I was at in my career, like especially like as far as battle rap was going, like what a lot of people don't know was for me, that was my last straw.
You had enough. Like I'm damn near fed up with this shit.
But I happen to get a call to be on URL on the West Coast. Okay. So this is like huge for a lot of reasons because when you know the history, that shit was in the East Coast for a long time. Yeah. New York, maybe Philly, maybe Detroit. That's as far over here they would come. They were like, we're throwing the first official URL West Coast event in Las Vegas. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do this because if I can't go here and be fire, that's my message. Yeah. I'll leave it alone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mentality going in, was like, this is it for me. If this shit don't work out, you know what I mean? And granted, like I had good battles in Washington, good reception and good feedback, but I never got reaction like I got when I battled in Las Vegas for the first time. Yeah. That was like the craziest reactions I had ever gotten in my career at that point. Yeah. And out the gate, and that's when I learned like, so I got to move different. I got to move in different markets because the shit that I'm saying is hitting harder in other places than it's hitting back home. And the shit that I'm saying back home is hitting, but I feel like I'm going over heads a lot of the time, or like I'm saying a lot of intricate references that people may not be on culture to really understand. But to go somewhere like Las Vegas, you got niggas here from New York, Cali, Arizona, Georgia.
Yeah, all over
so
the bitch.
these motherfuckers is tapped into culture. So when I'm saying certain references to bars, they're, oh, this nigga, what? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, no, it was surreal because the first time I did URL, tore the roof off that bitch.
Now, how does that work? Do they send for you? Like, it's a flight, it's a hotel, you feel me? All the swoop, or it's like, here's where the show's at, and you kind of got to cover that on your own back end to get there.
So back then, like the process changed over the years. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even think there is like a onboarding process for like new battle rap prospects anymore. Like, I don't even think there's a process for that. But it used to be called the Crucible. But in my time, 2015, or really like 2018 and before, it was called the Proving Grounds.
Okay.
When you're doing the Proving Grounds, you're not getting paid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're paying your way because this is basically you being able to just show like you even fit in here.
Yeah.
But if you pretty much what they call graduate from the Proving Grounds, now you're making negotiations to get paid and get real artists and get like, you know, better competition, bigger stages, better crowds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you really got to fight through that shit, you know, and I did like 4 Proving Ground battles.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Like, how many would you say to where it took to where you proved yourself? I know it's not just one battle, right?
Yeah, I did 4. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, some niggas do get one and they're in the door, but there is a lot of politics involved sometimes. Yeah. Some niggas are really pushed for a nigga to not have to do extra Proving Ground battles. Some niggas sign contracts before they even get to do their Proving Ground battles. Yeah. So it's like no matter what, they're already in the door because they signed that contract.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But on average at that time, I say it'd probably be at least like 2 to 3 Proving Grounds on average you see a nigga do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now, after them 4, do you have a opponent in mind? Like, okay, I'm in this shit. Now I'm coming for a specific dude that I need that battle and I need that dub off this nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of the time, niggas will look at it like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like now that I'm out the, you know what I'm saying? I can now I'm starting to realize who's on the menu. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, my shit was a little bit different because like I really wasn't necessarily always seeing eye to eye with URL. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So like after a while, I learned quick, like, there's money in this if you go other places.
Got you. Yeah.
Even if these niggas decide that, you know, you're still in the Proving Grounds, we're not ready to pay you yet. Yeah. These leagues is looking at it like, nigga, PG or not, you're on URL. Okay, yeah. We'll pay URL level talent to battle our best guy that we believe in. Right. Okay. So he can show the world that he's on that level. Okay. And we'll pay you to do that. So I learned that quick. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to Texas. I'm going to North Carolina. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I had a couple mishaps happen. Like I had a battle where like I battled like one of the most popular niggas from New York at the time, went crazy. Yeah. All the footage got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? What? And this shit would have like changed my whole trajectory at the time. You feel me? Damn. Whole footage got fucked up. And then something else happened. I don't really remember what happened. So like I didn't even really give URL a chance to be like, yo, we setting you up with this. I just hit him up like, look, just put me on the next big event. Yeah. Just put me on and trust me, I got y'all. You feel me? And I told him, don't even pay me for this one. Okay. I'm a pull up, but I got y'all. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And they believed in a nigga, put a nigga in a slot, a low slot, but I still turned that into, you feel me, turn water into wine type shit because I had the most memorable moment of the whole weekend. Sorry. And it's some of the best battle rappers in the world rapping at this event. Yeah. But niggas was talking about that rebuttal that I had. Yeah. That was the highlight of the event, the whole weekend. So, you know, so it paid out in the long run for sure.
Now, when something like that happens, detrimental, like how you just said the footage got fucked up, does that? I know that can crush a nigga. Like how you rebound from that. Like I know that's like, damn, this is my. Just drop it. That's all a nigga got to do. And I know I'm a certain type of way, but then it's like, what? That don't drop. That might take a lot of 60% of niggas in that position might just stop and say, you know, I'm done with this shit, bro. Yeah. What kept you going in a moment like that?
I mean, shit, man. At that point, I was just really hungry, and I just really wanted to get my name out there. Yeah. And I knew that, you feel me, if I was given another opportunity to really just show what the fuck I could do, you know what I'm saying? I knew I was going to make it crack, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, and I believed in myself enough to approach the URL staff like, yo, I know y'all got this next big event coming up. Yeah. Just put me on it. Okay. I got y'all. It doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter where you put me on the card. Money, none of that shit matter. And I even still ended up getting paid just because I went so crazy. Sorry. They was like, that's not no free performance. And I still got paid. Sorry. So, you know what I'm saying? So, but I put myself in that situation like, yo, you know, because battle rap is a what have you done for me lately type of sport. Okay, yeah. So, you know, if this is your latest joint, you promoting this like, yo, I went crazy in this bitch. Everybody wait till this motherfucker come out. Yeah. Then it don't drop. Now you kind of stagnant until you book something else or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I had to just make a move. Okay. I had to just make a move like, yo, put me on the next joint and I got y'all. Okay. You know what I mean?
Now, you ever said some crazy shit to where a nigga wanted to fight you? Like, how you know what's overstepping? Is there a line? Like, is there such thing as a line? Cause I know niggas can be very disrespectful. Very. And battle rap, but at the same time, this is a competitive sport. So like let's say you catch when you got a battle or had a battle, you catch wind or something. It was like, whoa. If I say this, I know for sure this is gonna get under this nigga's skin. Mm-hmm. Is it a back and forth moment in your head? Like, should I do that? That's kind of fucked up. Or is it like this part of the sport?
Really, it depends. Yeah. You know what I mean? Really, it depends. Like I feel like this, like especially with battle rap, like. The bottom line is it's a part of the sport. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. Like, if you come to battle rap, then you have to understand that motherfuckers in battle rap have time. They have time. Yeah. Motherfucking battle rap might not have a lot of shit. They might not have no real money. They might not have no real motion. Yeah. But they got the time. Yeah. So anything in your background, niggas will find out. Yeah. They will find out. And it won't even be the nigga that you're rapping to. That's crazy. It'll be a nigga's fan. Yeah. It won't even be a nigga in his entourage for real. It'll be a nigga's diehard fan. Do all this extra shit to find out your real name, look up all your shit, and really find out who you like. It's weird, bro. It's tricky. You know what I'm saying? But I always said, man, the only rule in battle rap is there is no rules. Yeah. You feel me? So you just gotta understand, like, yeah, there is no rules. So, you know, you can, if a nigga did some shit that you know it's some wild shit to say to a nigga, but you wanna say it, you can say it. It's not off limits. But again, there's no rules. Yeah. So this nigga socking you for that ain't off limits either. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I look at battle rap pretty much how I looked at real life. Like, if you're not willing to die for that shit that you say, then it ain't worth saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But like me personally, I've never experienced somebody wanting to fight me because it's something I said like to him in a battle. Yeah. There was one moment I had where a nigga said something to me where one moment I was like, I'm about to slap the fuck out this nigga.
What bar? Do you know what bar it was?
Yes, I remember the bar. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was just basically, you know what I'm saying? Some wild shit had happened around the scene at the time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was a beloved battle rapper that, you know, we believed in. He was up and coming, and then he went to jail for something very crazy. You know what I'm saying? He went to jail for, you know, murdering a baby. What? And yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Damn. So, you know, niggas wasn't really rocking with that. You know what I mean? And you know, I kind of took an L for that because I was basically
and that was
parading
like
this nigga around.
Word, okay. Damn.
You know what I mean? Because he's the up and coming nigga. And he's from Washington. I'm carrying Washington on my back by myself for so long. Yeah. I'm just happy that we got somebody that might can help me lift the load now. Got you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, oh, you got a battle in URL? Oh, nigga, he calling me 2 days before. Oh, man, I ain't going to be able to get the flight. But nigga, I got this nigga plane ticket. Come on, nigga, we going. You're not missing this. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm introducing him to all the biggest famous battle rappers in the world. Yeah. He go to jail for that old fuck ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I battle Chilla Jones, and Chilla Jones brings it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that was your man's, and he did da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, man, I really want to slap the shit out this nigga. Because why would you even bring the, like, I don't even like niggas even associating me with anything. But then something said, nope, don't do that, because that's what niggas do. They expect a nigga to do that. Say something that makes him regret even mentioning it. And I had a rebuttal for him that was so crazy. It was like, mind you, this is like one of the biggest events in Washington that happened too. So like, I'm battling Chilla Jones, who's one of the biggest battle rappers in the world at this time.
Sorry.
He got 5, 6 of the other biggest battle rappers in the world behind him. Man. When I say the freestyle back to him, these niggas is looking at him like, you feel me? Yeah. Like they're looking like, I don't know, Chilla. This nigga talking to you real crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that's happened to be. And then one time I had a battle, a nigga in the crowd thought he wanted to do something. So,
because his man's, what you said about his man's?
His man, I was fucking his man's up. You know what I'm saying? And then I was in his hometown too. You know, I clearly won and they let the crowd vote too.
Yeah.
And the crowd said that I won all 3 rounds. So man's in the crowd by himself like, man, do another round. Go for another round. Go for another round. So what I said to him was, dick is not a form of transportation. Stop riding dick to the battles. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga got so bad. Oh, fuck it. You can see me outside then, my nigga. I said, okay, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago?
Yeah, but no, we didn't squabble, you know what I'm saying? I went out there.
No, I said you was in Chicago?
No, this is out here. This is actually in Olympia.
Oh, Olympia. Okay.
This is in Olympia. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I seen him outside and, you know, energy was a little bit different, so you know we let bygones be bygones type shit. No, but yeah, man, you know battle rap get you know real tense, man, for sure.
Hell yeah. Now I heard you say you quit or stopped. You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
What made you stop and lane switch back to just let me get back on where I started my music bag, just creating songs?
Man, it's just a lot, man. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like like battle rap is, you know, like getting to where I got in battle rap is like being a kid, you feel what I'm saying, and like finding out that like Santa Claus ain't real.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you get to certain situations and it's just like now you really get to see.
So in a sense, like being in the NFL and seeing that the Super Bowl's rigged type shit. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. You know what I mean? Because it's like, damn, you know, and just like a lot of shit, you start to realize why certain motherfuckers, man. I remember I went to do this battle in Milwaukee. This is like when COVID started, like February 2020, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I did this battle for the homie in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't a league owner for real. He never threw no battles.
Yeah.
He's really just a lot of battle rap niggas homies because he's a good nigga. Like when niggas go to Milwaukee, like he makes sure niggas is good. Like this is really the homie. Like when I go to Milwaukee, this is my nigga I tap in with. This is really the homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he say, fuck it. I know enough battle rappers. I'm gonna throw an event.
Okay.
This is really the homie though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have to emphasize that because, you know, he picked me up from the airport. Woo woo. And he like, boom, first things first, I'm just letting you know now, bro, I might not got all your back end. You know what I'm saying? But second, you know what I'm saying? I need to show you why. And he pulls out a piece of paper with all the battle rappers on the card and everything that everybody's getting paid. I was doing this battle for the low.
Right. Yeah.
It's the homie.
Yeah.
And it was 1 round. I'm doing this shit for the low.
Yeah.
It's 2 niggas on the card that are 100% bigger battlers than me.
Okay.
The nigga I'm battling and the main event nigga.
Okay.
Why am I the highest paid nigga on the card?
Oh, so he's plugging you, showing you love. Like, let me get you the biggest bag out of it. Wait, how do you even get the back end if he's giving you the whole?
Well, here's the thing though. The thing is, for one, you know, you don't show nobody what you're paying niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for 2, to know what niggas is getting paid for real, fucked me up.
Okay.
Like, imagine, you know, the perception, like going back to the NFL shit, right? The perception is, you know, a nigga getting hundreds of millions a year. Yeah. We may not know about what really goes on or what real expenses.
Yeah.
Like imagine, you know, we thinking a nigga getting 100 millions a year, and then we found out that, you know, this nigga only walked away with 30,000 at the end of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That'll fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? But people promote him and present him like he's a multi-million-dollar nigga.
Right.
Because that's good for the company. It's good for the brand.
Yeah.
But when you realize these niggas is getting paid crumbs like everybody else.
Yeah.
Fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? And then couple that with just the toxic energy of battle rap in general. Like, battle rap is toxic, my nigga. I gotta be fucking macho man every fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
I like that shit is toxic, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Yeah. You feel me? At the end of the day, I'm a cool ass player ass nigga.
It seems crazy.
Get some money, fuck some bitches. You know what I'm saying? But and battle raps don't be like that. These niggas like are some of the like dirtiest, most like horribly dressed people.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're the most judgmental people. Like battle rap will have you crashing out trying to impress the most dirtiest, no motion, scariest, weakest, softest niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be trying to prove you're rich to niggas that are broke.
Right.
Battle rap will have you fucked up in a rabbit hole like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy of itself is just too toxic. And then on top of everything, you know, like I said, you know, we have the baby murderer nigga amongst us. You feel what I'm saying? And there's just a lot of things like that in the culture. You know, a lot of niggas with weird information that comes out. You know, like some of the greatest battle rappers of all time that go down in history, you know, committed suicide because they had a weird case the next day.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? They got a weird case the next day and they're not ready to face the world with that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of weird shit like that in battle rap. And I feel like it's to a point where people will hear somebody say that you're a battle rapper and they'll associate all the weird shit that's going on with it.
Yeah.
And you know, like I'm a solid nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like, damn, I'm a solid nigga, but I'm in battle rap.
Yeah.
That's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like me being in battle rap is like my only red flag for real.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just overall it's a lot of shit, but I'm just cool off it and I ain't going back.
Yeah.
I ain't going back.
I feel you. Now when we on to it, before we move on, we was talking off camera about it. How'd you meet Yoshi G?
Yoshi G. So first time I met Yoshi was actually technically it was in Georgia.
Okay.
You feel me? At the airport. You know what I'm saying? It was just a layover. We were both actually going to Virginia. You know what I'm saying?
And you heard of her at this point? Or is it just...
I knew who she was and she knew who I was. You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Like, it's hella funny. Like, we actually, like, she gave me a big old hug and, like, we took a picture together and shit. That's really like, it's funny. I think I still got the message. Like, a while ago, she sent me the picture, like, with me and her in the airport. I was like, damn, that's hella funny. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's the homie, man. I respect her for what she does because she just always been her motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? She always been herself no matter what. So, you know, salute to my nigga Yoshi, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. We got to drop that interview too, Yoshi, for sure. We going to drop that shit soon. Now, she was cool. She came on the show and shit, popped her shit. Now that, like, we have a second battle rap that was in that space, I can reflect and see certain shit that was on her that you're kind of touching on right now. I'm like, oh, it makes I can see where it happens.
And then especially for somebody like Yoshi, you know what I'm saying? Like Yoshi will admit, like in her heart of hearts, like Yoshi a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like this toxic energy in battle rap will really disrupt your peace. You know what I'm saying? And Yoshi's not somebody who necessarily is always willing to put on that battle rap front.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she'll let it be known that she's frustrated and that she's tired of how toxic the energy is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though people will come for her, because that's battle rap, right? They'll come for her and say, oh, you're soft, you're weak, get the fuck out of battle rap.
They say touchy shit.
But it's like, it's okay to be human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That. It's okay to be human, you know?
Exactly that.
Not in battle rap, though. Remember that. Not in battle rap.
Nah, but one thing I know watching you online and shit, it's like you're not afraid to step outside of like just artists in the sense of music. Like you'll do skits, you'll do you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these people in this shit still now, it's almost like the game has changed. So if you don't know what the fuck is going on right now, content is gold. Content is key, and content is not always a song or always a beat. Right. So content is now just shit. Do anything. They want to see your personality. This shit we're doing right now is content.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And this will bring more people to your artistry, my artistry, the whole nine. So you're not afraid to execute that on the internet, but there's niggas that are, you know what I'm saying? Banged out, all the shit. It's like, nigga, just, you don't gotta do that no more. You love the once upon a time that was that, you feel me? That shit is long gone, but yet niggas still kind of carry themselves like that. Like, they don't want to show the world them. Like, they gotta still carry that. Like, what made you catch on and go like, you know what, let me just, or were you always like that? Or were you always putting out shit like that? And just, it's more, the era is now more geared towards it, so where niggas see it like how they see it, like how I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you said it best though. You feel me? Like we're in the era of content.
Yeah.
And content isn't just the music that you make. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's 2025. It's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not so much like they want to see the art, all aspects. You know what I mean?
The making of it, everything.
They want to see that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like my aspect is like I don't know. Like I just never really like I kind of used to have that one track mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an artist, music, you know what I'm saying? That's the focus. But I think for me, what it was is like during the pandemic, like I was just fucking around on TikTok.
Yeah.
And then like that shit went crazy. I was like, oh shit. Like, okay, so people actually think a nigga funny for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that just kind of really opened my eyes up. Like, why put yourself in any box?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why put yourself in any box? Like, I remember back in the day, I had a homeboy who I did music with, you know what I'm saying? And he also was an engineer, you know what I'm saying? And one day he came to me, he was like, I'm thinking about quitting engineering. And I was like, why? He was like, well, people just think I'm an engineer. They don't think I'm an artist. And I'm like, nigga, who cares? Your name's getting out there and you're getting paid.
Yeah. And use that, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, use that for your moment when it's time.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nigga, don't stop. Who cares? You see what I'm saying? Like, Stuey Newton has been everything from the engineer to the beat maker to the battle rapper to the artist to the comedian, the actor. Yeah. But now I'm at the phase where you can just get rid of all those words and just put one simple word there: entertainer.
Entertainer, or content
you know what I'm saying?
Creator, genius, whatever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be put in a box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I realized the importance of that because guess what? I've been rapping my whole life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I did a lot of great things with rap too. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, certain things you realize that take you certain places. I started doing TikTok and now I got King Batch and these niggas commenting on my videos.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
Tony Baker and shit comment on my videos. So it's like, okay, other shit that you do get you in other places. You feel what I'm saying? You just got to ask yourself, like, do you want to get in the door or not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly that.
Yeah. And
that's crazy you just touched on that because, nigga, it's really like that. Like, you'll be, like you said, you keep yourself in the box. You put all this work in, it's a momentum or a motivation killer when you see like, damn, why am my shit hitting like that? You feel me?
Yeah.
When you fuck around, just do some whatever shit on the internet, and it's like, this shit just took off. What the fuck?
Exactly.
And it's like, bingo, like, okay. I just had a post go 1 million. My first 1 million was not really from music. It was from me fucking around with a device, technology, making a beat on it. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought that getting into this shit, like being an artist and shit, like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I thought it would come in a different way, but like if I boxed myself in, I would have never seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that shit's dope. And along with that, it's like the more shit you do outside the artistry, the more insight you get with being an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it makes you a doper rapper, if you ask me. Like, to do skits, to produce, to engineer, because you get every perspective. You know what I'm saying? So now you can hear, you can see certain shit. So like, I noticed it. Like, when I'm around a nigga that just raps, and when I'm around a nigga that's hands-on with a lot of shit behind the scenes, there's certain shit we can say and talk about in the studio session.
Right.
You feel me? Cut my lows, my nigga. Bring my mids up a little bit.
Right.
Da-da-da-da. Woo-woo. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Engineer be shot like, how does this nigga know? Yeah, nigga, I ain't stupid. Nigga,
exactly. Nigga, I got the knowledge too. Right.
All that to videos too. Like, nigga, the angles, everything I want. Nigga, I see it how I want it. If I were to hire a nigga to do my shoot my video, like, I got the insight to know how it works. Because niggas will try to get over on you too in this industry, because it's like, you're an artist and you believe in yourself. So that's a money jug for a lot of these niggas. And niggas, they be trying to get you. I'm like, nigga, no. Nigga, like, I know the fuck, you know what to do, and you know what to look for and identify when you're able to do these extra things and shit. Do you ever feel like it's too much though sometimes? Like, doing all this shit, like, it can burn you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I got to do the dance on TikTok. I got to make the song, make the beat, engineer, album work. That shit get annoying sometimes. So.
Burnout's definitely real. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm learning is just like pacing myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, instead of just like kind of like making like 5, 6, 7 posts a day, you know, I try to look at it like, let me just make 3, but let me make 3 meaningful posts.
Yeah.
Let me make at least 2 of those posts content.
Yeah.
But let me make sure the first post I make of a day is content. Yeah. Just in case I don't post nothing else, that post for that day was content.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the type of nigga, like, I just got videos in my phone. Yeah. I got content ready to go right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of nigga I am. Like, this niggas be like, oh, nigga, that skit you posted the other day. Or niggas be like, that skit you made the other day. It's funny. I'm like, I mean, I posted it the other day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that shit been sitting in my phone for a month. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I try to stay ahead of the game like that, you know? So it's just about pacing yourself, I feel like. But hell yeah, man, you know, just the era that it's in. But it's it has us doing a lot more. But like you said though, like it gives you more insight as an artist, and it also makes you more valuable.
Yeah.
Makes you more valuable as an artist because it's like, well, at least at the end of the day, I know that I don't have to wait on nobody.
Exactly.
I'm getting to this shit.
And a lot of niggas get stagnant doing that, waiting on niggas. You know what I'm saying?
My mama.
Thinking shit's about to come to them. It's like, nigga, you better get to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why, like, a lot of niggas know certain shit. Like, the average fucking artist is becoming, like you said, an engineer, producer, all the shit. Like, they at least know them 3 things. How to make the beat, how to record themselves, and then, you know what I'm saying, work the equipment and all that shit. The average, or make the content on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's like the standard nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But even then, there's still a lot of niggas that still don't get it, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Still don't fucking get it. I want to touch on this subject as far as the town and what's been going on. There's a viral post right now getting a lot of traction. The local scene is dead. Do you feel like that? The local scene is dead?
Not at all. I don't. It's so complicated to explain this, yet it's so simple, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, I actually asked you a question. Let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
You got this garden right here, right? And you see this garden, right? And you know, just yes or no, like the garden's green for the most part, or nearly all green. Mm-hmm. Is that garden dead or alive?
Alive to me, shit.
Right, right. Okay. Now we come back a month later. We come back to the same garden, and everything for the most part is brown, but one plant is still green.
Yeah.
Now, even though it may not be a confirmation to say that this garden is dead or dying, but at that point, wouldn't it be safe to assume that that garden may be dying?
Yeah. But it's still alive. It's not dead.
It's dying. Yeah. It's still alive, right?
Yeah.
Now, Pete, we come back another month later. We see that same green plant. Not only is it still surviving, somehow it's thrived. It's stronger. It's healthier than the last time we saw it.
Gotcha.
Is this garden dead?
Nah, it's just going through phases. You know
you see what I'm saying? So, like, bro, how can it be dead if there's people thriving?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's people that's still thriving and doing their thing. And I just think that a lot of artists locally, I feel like one thing we do is we just we underwork and we overthink.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like I seen a post kind of piggybacking off of that where another artist was basically like, y'all showing favoritism in the town, the same people's getting interviewed and stuff like that. Y'all don't feel like having different people do interviews but like I said, I think we overthink because maybe it's not favoritism. Yeah. Maybe that artist is just working on a project right now. Yeah. And they're making sure that they're visible because they got shit coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you know, I made this point the other day too. Like, you know, Burger Ranch just went out of business. Yeah. I ain't never seen them one time be like, you know, the Burger Game in Tacoma all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never seen them. And them niggas went out of business. Yeah. But do you think that's their only hard time that they had?
Nah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what the smart thing is to do? It's not the smart thing to get out here and say the Burger Game fucked up in Tacoma. Yeah. The smart thing to do is to keep selling burgers to the people that's buying them. Yeah. Because when you say the scene is dead, the scene just doesn't belong to us, the creators. Yeah. The scene also belongs to the consumers.
Facts.
So you're telling them that their scene is dead too, and their role in the scene is supporting.
Yeah.
So how would you feel as a supporter of something if they said your support makes them feel like shit's dead?
Yeah. Now, I want to piggyback off that too, as far as like that post, because I got a call too on that post, specific post. And the call came in, it was like, they talking about y'all. I'm like, how they talk about us? You know how 50 was like, nigga, fuck I do. What do we do? Fuck we do. But at the same time, like, I don't know too many. It's some podcasts out there, but like, it's a couple. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just assume. Let's say they were talking about us. To combat that, I would say we had a lot of people on this platform that was their first interview ever. You know what I'm saying? So it was never just a favoritism thing on our end, you know what I'm saying? Yet we have had a lot of the people that's been in that one circle as far as like Seattle and all that shit, you know what I mean? But our whole thing was to come in, build a platform and show love. Cause niggas, here's a part of the problem. Niggas say all this shit about what the town needs and what is missing and the scene, but who is doing what to help it? And so niggas can say what they want, but if you just that nigga making a post, that ain't helping shit, gang. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if niggas saying that the scene is dead, what is it that y'all are waiting on to show that the scene is alive? What is it that you're waiting for?
Exactly my point. So when we've had similar talks and shit, and our solution was, let's create our own platform. If these niggas is showing favor, we used to think like that too. These niggas is showing favoritism to this one group. It's very hard to get in that loop to where they're posting us. Boom. We go to the drawing board. Let's do this shit ourselves. Let's build one. Let's build our own platform. And we're going to gear it towards ours. You feel me? Seattle got they shit going. We're not never trying to separate from Seattle because in my eyes, nigga, we travel. We know what it looks like outside.
We know what the fuck going on. Facts on my mama.
And nigga, it's one unit.
To them niggas, we the same.
To the same. So it's like, we have to lead by example to show that, because that's a lot of shit that's fucking us up too, is that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So our whole thing coming into this shit was to show love. So of course we're gonna show love to the Seattle niggas that was doing it. But the real was to nigga bring that back home, which we did. We was up north doing the interviews at first. We was in Seattle doing the shit when we first started off. And then, nigga, where we at now? We heart of the fucking town, my nigga.
Yeah.
And bringing in the town, you know what I'm saying? And everybody representing the shit, and they got something to do. But at the same time, this is not just a platform for just artists like we were just talking on. Like, in that same seat you sitting on, nigga, we had a porn star in that motherfucker. Like, nigga, full, like, shout out her, nigga, from the town. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Promoters, anybody doing something. Here's the thing. You can't just walk in no jumper and talk to Animal 22.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? What kind of value would that hold? So same thing here. You can't just walk through these doors, gang. Like, you got to put in fucking work. Like, nigga, work. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of these niggas talking ain't put enough work in, because if they did, they'll zone out and be at a certain point where they're like, you know what? I'm going to just let the work speak. You reach a certain point where you go, I'm not going to make no posts or do this and that. Even though it's a good topic, I'm going to let the work speak. And I'm going to believe in the work I put in, because I know it's going to get me somewhere. So when you get in that mindset, you're not looking for it'll come to you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but, you know, I feel like a lot of these niggas be on horses that ain't that high to begin with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some like, you know, you're not even qualified to be on a high horse yet. You on one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, some people feel like, because like to what you said, right? Yeah. If you build it, they'll come. Yeah. Some people are in denial about what they've actually built.
Yeah.
So they think that what they've built is to where like people are supposed to automatically come. Yeah. It's like, okay, you know, you built a little bit. Okay, ain't nobody coming yet. Build a little bit more on top of it. Okay, ain't nobody coming yet. Okay, whatever, you know. Build a little bit more yet. Okay, ain't nobody coming. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to start recruiting. At this point, I'm going to get out here and network. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want y'all to come take a look at what I built. You know what I'm saying? And in return, I'll definitely come check out anything you've built too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So some people are scared to actually do that networking and actually reach out and actually talk to people like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I've hollered at y'all before about the interview. Like, I'm trying to fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not too big to be like, oh, them niggas better hit me up if they want to interview. Nah, man, I see what the fuck's going on. I see the vision. I respect it and I salute it and I want to be a part of it. Like, sometimes niggas just got to be real about that shit. Don't be the nigga that's sitting by watching everybody else working and then, oh, man, you know, this shit fucked up. It's favoritism. Like, bro, you got to get in the field, bro.
You got to. And that's real shit, too.
Get your cleats dirty, man.
Yeah. Now, me being on the other end, I'm an artist as well, right? And I used to, like I said, I had that same mentality at one point where I'm like, nigga, fuck them. You feel me? They ain't fucking with us type shit. They ain't woo-woo. But now be on the opposite end and being like, okay, nigga, it's it's hard sometimes trying to weave out who and what, and the DMs is flooded, and it's not just me running the shit too. Like, I other people on the page, so they might open the message and don't say nothing, and shit just gets going, and you know, I just might happen to scroll like, oh, hold on, you feel me? It's a lot that goes into just this shit. It ain't just like how niggas think, but just know for sure, niggas' eyes is on and niggas is watching. So it might not be now, it might not be then, but it will be a time if niggas keep working, keep doing their thing. Niggas will see it and niggas will reach. You feel me? So it's like, just stay working, just keep working, stay working, always. Stay consistent, and don't worry about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing what you need to be doing and supposed to be doing, niggas will reach. You feel me? Niggas will reach. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that.
Straight up.
But all in all, I think this shit is thriving. Like you said, like, we're just going through different various phases, but the phases we're going through is filthy because we didn't have this shit on the up and up. We didn't have this shit coming up
Facts.
at all. So it's like
Facts.
message to the young niggas looking at this shit like, you niggas better take advantage. That's really what my eye been keen to the young niggas. Like, shout out the guys that's doing this shit, but I'm really scouting for the young niggas. Who the next up and coming out this bitch?
Yeah.
And put these niggas under our wing before they go the wrong way. You feel me? Because we know how easy it is to go out here. You feel me? So it's
Facts.
like, and like they didn't have none of this shit. We didn't have podcasts, nigga. We was coming up. We didn't have fucking media pages posting our shit. We didn't have none of this shit. Like everything, all we had was YouTube, and we had a post video. That was it. And hope that somebody off that seen that shit. Now it's a little bit different. You feel me? So it's like, niggas better get to this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's how I be looking at this shit. Like,
that's a fact though. That's a fact. A lot of resources that niggas didn't have coming up.
Yeah.
For sure. Media especially.
Yeah.
Gotta take advantage of media.
Hell yeah. Now, outside of the rap, we some gaming niggas. Shout out to niggas in space.
Niggas in space, man. Yeah.
What made you think of that shit, bro?
Man, that shit was that shit was on the fly, honestly. Like, that shit was really an accident.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was playing. I think, you know, my nigga Watch Your Tone. Shout out my nigga Watch Your Tone, man.
Yeah,
that's like family, you know what I'm saying? He was asking me, like, I think if I play like Undisputed or something like that,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I got it. I ain't played it in a minute, but I was like, I ain't gonna cap, bro. I've been stuck on this shit called No Man's Sky for like the past couple months. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's really the only game that I'm playing. He's like, nigga, what is that? And I explained it to him. He's like, nigga, I think I got that. He's like, nah, bro, that game came out in like 2016. Like, that game wasn't really like that. I said, bro, but you know, it's different era now where they can continue to update games.
Updating that shit.
I don't remember. I never saw the game in 2016. I only saw the game, so I started playing this year. This shit is incredible.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I was like, oh, and I think it's cross-play and the homies can play. Nigga, if you got it, tap in. You feel what I'm saying? And then, like, he tapped a couple homies in. They tapped a couple homies in. And we all just in space. And it's like, yo, we really should just start making this a community for real. You know what I mean? And, yeah, lo and behold, like, made a little Facebook group. Shit got 300 members out of, you feel me, in no time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I made a little YouTube page. That shit's low-key getting views right now.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
I ain't even peeped the YouTube. I ain't peeped the YouTube yet.
Yeah, man, I'm on there. If you play No Man's Sky, go ahead and, you feel me, subscribe to Niggas in Space. You feel me? I'm giving niggas the sauce, how to get rich quick, all the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And we uploading shit like pretty much every day. So, yeah.
Nah, that's how I got tapped in. Tone hit me like, quick, you gotta get on this No Man's Sky shit. Now I seen it, like you said, but I didn't really see it to this year again. Like, I'm like, I'm not getting on into, like, one of the homies tell me, like, it's popping for me.
Yeah.
I was on Star Citizen or some shit.
Star Citizen, I've been hearing about that shit.
I was, one of them shits trying to beat that shit, you feel me? But the gaming community, for niggas that don't know, is massive. Like, it's bigger than sports, every sport put together, you feel me? So our little squad of niggas is dope, and it grows every day and shit to the point it's like, we meet niggas on the game first and then fuck around and meet them in real life first.
In real life, facts.
Which is crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm on the game with Sway Lee and shit, like, nigga, real shit, building connection. Like, I've been gaming with this nigga for like 3 years type shit. To the point I can text this nigga now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, call, whatever, you feel me? And it's like, nigga, off the video game, bro. So I'm like, damn. Now, what's your favorite game? What'd you say? We gonna get
like
into
of all
shit?
time?
Yeah. Or, I know it's probably hard, or top 3 if you can do that.
Top 3, man. That's a toughie. I ain't gonna lie, but I gotta say, top 3. I'm probably say number 1 though. Still to this day, you know what I'm saying? Shenmue 2.
Shenmue. That's the ninja shit, right?
It's like you like the young bull like from overseas. Yeah. And you like avenging your dad's death. Like the nigga from the mafia came and killed your dad. Like
Sensei?
Like, your Sensei. Yeah, he killed your dad with like a forbidden like kung fu move that's like forbidden that because it's fatal.
Okay, yeah.
So he killed your dad with the kung fu move. You spend your whole life trying to find this nigga to get revenge for your dad. Yeah. Gangsta as fuck because you know he's just like an 18-year-old kid, but really with the shit traveling across the world. Like, I'm gonna find this nigga that killed my dad.
No, is it Sensei or is it just like Sensei?
No, I don't know if I played Sensei.
Okay, Sensei is exactly that. It's a new one. I don't know when that one came out, but Sensei is exactly that. But each time you die, you get older. It's exactly that though. They killed this nigga.
Seafood.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Seafood. I got that shit too.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit is really complicated after a while.
Yeah,
I stopped playing because I ain't gonna lie.
I got stuck to it, nigga.
One of them boss niggas was whipping my ass. I couldn't figure him out. I was like, man, look.
I'm an old nigga now.
Old ass nigga, bro.
Same shit.
Facts. But yeah, it's a like Shenmue 2 first came out for Dreamcast. Like, that's how old that shit was, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
But it's just one of the best storylines to me, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Off of probably just sheer fun, honestly, I probably will have to say Fighting Force.
Okay.
For the first PlayStation.
I remember that. It could be 4 niggas. Yeah, I remember that shit.
That shit was lit. Just run through the streets catching phase, man. I wish they made games like that still, dog. Like they don't make beat 'em ups like that no more, bro. Don't. Like sometimes that's just all a nigga want to do. Like I don't need too much talking and dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Let me just run through the streets and just squabble some niggas down real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know? And honestly, what probably has to creep into the number 3 spot, I mean, not really particular order, but Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Red Dead Redemption 2 was crazy.
That's in my top 3.
Crazy game.
Nah, the storyline's crazy. It's fucking realistic as hell. And I don't know, it's just breathtaking, bro. I'm like, this shit, you can just play that shit for hours.
Nigga be out there hunting. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's crazy, bro, for sure.
Side missions galore, all the shit.
Side missions galore, nigga, on accident too. On accident.
Hell yeah. Now up to date, what would you say your favorite outside of No Man's Sky?
Man, right now probably I think that's tough. Actually, boom. I'm mad I didn't even put these in the top, but I gotta put Fallout in there. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
But I say the best one.
Which one?
The best one is New Vegas. I feel like the best Fallout is New Vegas.
That one yet.
New Vegas is just
that was like PS2, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel me? Or New Vegas was Xbox.
Okay.
360, I think, something like that.
I beat 4.
Fallout 4 is my favorite though.
That shit's hard. I'm like, nigga, this shit's. You watch the show?
But see, I watched probably like the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I wasn't really able to get into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do want I do want to go back and watch it because everybody else that watched the show is like, bro, it's fucking crazy.
It's straight, yeah. If you're a fan of the video game, it's straight.
Okay, okay. And see, because that was my where I was like, man, is they gonna get away from the lore of the real video game? You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's shit lit. I was fuck with you. Got into 5M? No.
So I actually kind of just like got officially like settled in today.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas definitely gonna be seeing me on 5M like.
We back rocking. We in Von World RP for those that know.
And that's exactly where I'm at. Von World RP. That's exactly where I'm at.
Well, you called earlier. That's what I was on with the guys. Yeah, we in this Von World.
You know, I'm broke right now, baby. So you know, nigga, I figure out the money situation and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we outside though, for real.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna switch again? Boom. You said you've been working on a project.
Yes, sir.
You got a date in mind when it's about to drop?
April 18th. You know what I'm saying? April 18th. Either way, I ain't sorry.
Either way,
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that, all streaming platforms. You know what I mean? So,
what gives you titles like that to just be like, this one I'm on, nigga, I don't give a fuck.
Right, because that's what all my titles be like lately. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, it's just where I'm at in life. It's just like, it don't necessarily be like themes of the project.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, the title just be an explanation of just where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if you put like my project titles together, like it's a sentence.
Word.
You feel me? So like if you go back a few, right? It's like I just be chilling. So that one came out top of last year, right? Yeah. I just be chilling. Sometimes I do be tripping though. That was my last one. You see what I'm saying?
Sorry.
So I just be chilling. Sometimes I do be tripping though. Either way, I ain't sorry.
Damn, that's hard.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's hard.
And I got another one that's following up, but that's next year. That's going to end the sentence once and for all. You feel what I'm saying? To where it's a complete thought that makes perfect sense and explains what I be on. You feel what I'm saying? So
that's hard.
Yeah.
How many tracks you got?
Man, right now, I'm not gonna lie, we still kind of like we down to the nitty gritty. So like overall, I'm picking from like 20 joints. I'm probably gonna pick anywhere between like 10 to 15 once I get finished. Yeah. But Yeah, we probably looking at about like 15 joints.
15. Now back to song structure, what we were talking about earlier. Being aware and analyzing the game right now, right? Such a weird time.
Yeah.
Making music. It just is.
Facts.
It's just in there. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on, whatever, right? In that type of space, when you're constructing songs, are you aware, like, let me go 1 minute, 30 seconds? Or let me make this a 2 minute, 30 max because niggas' attention spans is short. Because we went from 3 verses, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, to 2. To now 1. The ones are popping.
Ones are popping for sure.
So it's like when you going into this shit, you say you got 15. Are you going in like knowing that and shit and then structuring it around that? Or you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do me still. I'm still throwing out three verses.
I mean, I haven't done 3 verses in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done 3 verses in a long time because of that principle. Like, niggas' attention span is short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm the king of, I'd rather give you just barely not enough than too much.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to overwhelm the listener, you know? So it's like, okay, you know, I'm going to either make it to where, you know, it's just the perfect amount of music or it was just short of you feeling like you got enough. Yeah. So you got to keep running that bitch back.
And that's the trick, because that really
you know
works.
Yeah, you got to keep running that bitch back. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, the sweet spot for a song is like 2 minutes, 2:30.
Yeah.
I try not to go past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, I might dabble in 3 minutes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But, like, 4 minutes is the new 5 minutes, bro. Yeah. Like, you don't want to have a 4-minute song, bro. You just don't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but... yeah, that is crazy, like how the songs just getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Now, are you being experimental? Like, shit, since the era is so different, are you just like, song hook is just not, let me just try my own structure? Because it's like, the fun to me is doing that. Like, I don't really think no more when going into that. I just say a whole bunch of shit, and I go, let me piece this. Like, this is a hook. It can be bridge. I might bring this back and put this at the end. And do it all over again with another song. You know what I'm saying? Like, to where the structure is just like, it's an unorthodox pattern, but it just still lands.
It hits, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, are you experimenting with different shit, or?
Yeah, you know, I'll be experimenting with shit, man. Like, you know, the last one of my last projects, I did some shit like it was some crazy shit, bro. Like, I did like a 10-bar hook and a 10-bar verse.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
20 bar hook. That's like Bone, how they can structure shit.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
know, like I do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And one of my projects, like, I had a whole 16-bar hook.
Yeah.
16-bar hook, 24-bar verse, 16-bar hook. That's the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I definitely been experimenting and shit like that. You know what I mean? But like, more often than not, though, what I've been noticing now is like, I'll be saying some shit and I'll be so passionate. It's like, I just look up and then, damn, I got 80 bars. No more beat left. So,
he
like,
said no more beat left.
That's the song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That's
just run through the whole thing. Yeah, that's the new style too. Like, Detroit niggas be on that shit.
Yeah, just gas the whole shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, that's filthy. You ever been in a situation where you say some shit on the track, let's say, goes through some shit with the girl you fucking with, something. You put it in there, you know what I'm saying? It's like your diary and shit. Yeah. And she pick up on it, like, who you talk who you talk about? What you got going on? Like, what you mean? But they fuck with that shit low key, but like,
for sure.
You got certain scenarios like that and shit?
I mean, yeah, I remember one time, you know what I'm saying, I was with one of my exes and shit like that, man. It was funny. It was funny to me because, like, you know, at this point, like, you know, music is art. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like, sometimes you have to get into character.
Yeah.
And when you're a good artist, you know what I mean, you can make yourself versatile. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The reality is, when I was with this person every day, all day, every second of the day, all day, right? So my boy came over. I had a studio at the house. So my boy came over and he made this song about, you know, a girl that basically just want to, like, kick it and party when she's not at work. Yeah. So, like, I said something in my verse about, like, she called me on her days off, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah. She in the back room. You know what I'm saying? She in the back room, right? And it is back in the days. I'm reading the bars off the phone, you feel what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. I don't even get to the bottom of the verse. I see the text pop on my phone, so who called you on your days off? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, like, this is art, man. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I also feel like that's consequences of being a good artist, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can make that shit sound so believable.
Yeah. Now, has it ever been like, because you never hit the end of this shit being an artist too, like with having the female and shit. So like nowadays, whoever you involved with, they get it, or is it shit you still going through it? Like, man, because I think no matter what, it's still, no matter what level you at in this shit, with the female, it's still gonna be something. You feel me? Like, damn, man, like, chill out. You feel me? Like,
I agree with that too, man. Like, if you got a woman that love you enough, man, like, it's just gonna be something. You know what I mean? Like, she don't want to lose you. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be something. You know what I mean? I will say this. You feel me? The woman that I got now, you know, I wouldn't say she's absolutely perfect in that aspect, but I will say that she's miles upon miles ahead of any other woman I've ever been involved with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she's the most understanding, because even if it irritates her, in her heart of hearts, she knows, well, what I look like getting mad because you have women that are fans, or even that you have women fans that are attracted to you.
Yeah.
I like your music.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the rest of the world be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like she somewhat gets it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, you know, I'm still her king at the end of the day. So, you know, she has her moments where, you know, she just want to keep me all to herself, and she don't want to have to share me with the rest of the world. And I completely understand that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a balance. You got to balance the family life with this shit. But I think the key is fucking with somebody who truly understands and overstands, like, this is what I was doing before you. This is what I'm going to continue to do after.
Yeah, no matter what.
So with or without you. So you have a choice to make.
Yeah.
Are you fucking with it, or are you not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, up and coming artists, content creators, whatever the case may be, when she starts showing you those blaring red flags, I'm telling you, get the fuck out of there.
She gonna try to crash the whole operation.
It ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better. All she gonna do is find more creative ways to try to play you out your position.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been there, so I know. I've been there, you know what I'm saying, with multiple women. I know.
I'm gonna say this, right? Let's see your girl, right? Tomorrow, she hit Stuey. I wanna start singing. I wanna start rapping. She fuck around, do something, put it on TikTok. It goes crazy. Like, are you gonna like, okay, let me help her out? You feel me? Or are you gonna be like, I don't, you feel me? Some niggas like, I don't want my girl out there like that. You feel me? Some niggas might. You feel me? I just wanna just ask, you know what I'm saying, what niggas would be on, like, in that type of scenario.
I mean, honestly, you feel what I'm saying? It really come down to what she want to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, my thing, like if I'm speaking, like, on my situation, like, my girl, she's kind of, like, antisocial.
Okay, yeah.
So she don't really like a lot of people talking to her. She don't really like a lot of people just, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, just, like, worried about her like that. Like, she got a joke that she say, like, wherever she's like, my nigga famous. So, like, that's her thing. Like, you're famous, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, like, you know, if she was honestly like, you know, I think I want to pursue this, I'm behind her 1,000,000%.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And, like, even, like, lately she's kind of, like, she's been thinking, like, you know, I want to dabble into content creation because my girl does have a certain look. Yeah. And she does have a certain aesthetic, like, get her in front of the right looks, like she can really take off and not really have to do too much of anything.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because she just has a look. People will really just look at her all day. So it's like, you know, I know that she has that antisocial, like, aspect about her, because I'm kind of like that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never push nothing on her. Okay. But when she does show interest, like, oh, hey, because she'll ask her, hey, you know, I'm thinking about making a video like this. Whoop to a whoop. I'll be like, okay, I'll get on Instagram. Like, oh, you want to make a Sheen Haul video? Okay, I'll get on Instagram, look up some. Okay, this is what this is what her Sheen Haul looks like. Okay, this is what her, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm a supportive nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to my women, like, if they got some shit that they really want to do, and, like, I really feel like they really want to do it, I'm going to support. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
That's what's up. And females can pop way faster than a nigga. Like, so.
Facts.
Off the gate, you feel me? No matter which way they want to go with this shit, whether it's just content creating, rapping, singing, whatever. Like you said, especially if she cold and niggas want to look at her, it's easy peasy. Man,
listen, if I start writing bars for my girl, bro, she'll kill all these bitches. I'm trying to tell you right now. Right,
you ever thought about that?
Now. I thought about it, but
writing for somebody.
For sure. If I had, like, the right female that I could write for with the right look, oh, man, listen, we finna be rich.
Yeah.
We finna be rich.
Hell yeah.
On everything.
I'm seeing it too, just like, damn, they just popping, and it just seems so fast. Like, I know, like, somebody can do it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And especially being out here, ain't too many people. I don't know no female rappers like that. Not for real.
Yeah, not like it used to be for sure. Back in the day, it's a lot easier to say, but yeah, as of right now, yeah, not really.
Hell yeah. Shit, man, we getting ready to wrap it up, man. Any last shout outs, man? Go ahead and hit that shit, man.
Hey, man, it's your boy Stuey fucking Noon. You can't take shots. I do the fucking shooting. Make sure y'all follow me on everything at Stuey Hella Toxic on everything, using Cash App and Venmo in case you want to pay me. Last thing I really want to say on some real shit, keep love in your life, fuck nigga. Real talk, man. Move with love, man. That's been my energy. That's been my message for the past few years. Move with love. Lead with love. You know what I'm saying? Love meaning that we're living on valued energy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So keep love in your heart, fuck nigga.
I'm going to second that. Real shit.
Straight
Oh,
up.
I'm going to end it on this, though. Who won the versus battle? All right, I got to bring it up. Fuck it. Who won that shit?
I'm gonna be for real, man. I don't even know, man.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest too. I
don't even know.
It was
but
just
I
love,
think-
bro. Like that's how I
I
look at
think
it.
that's what made it so dope, though.
Yeah.
Is like, you know, you really can't compare like the shit that we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you really can't compare because like in Quick's lane, he goated in that lane.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
in my
appreciate
lane, I'm goated in that lane.
Hell
so it's
yeah.
really just like watching just goat shit happen simultaneously.
No, for sure. I
You know
feel
what
the
I
same
mean?
way. I was just talking shit. Nah, just to touch on this shit. Me and Stuey had a versus battle back in the COVID days and shit.
Facts.
Now, I originally was supposed to battle Mike Jack. Tone had set me up with Mike Jack. Something happened with him. He had to pull out. You feel me? And then Tone's like, I'm going to find you somebody. I was ready for that one. I'm like, because Seattle, Tacoma. I'm looking at it like
Right.
that. Like, what? Let's go. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I looked at it like that, nigga. It's about to do that. He hits me. He's like, Stuey said he'll do it. Woo. I'm like, bro, he a battle rapper though, bro. And at this time, I ain't heard the music like that. So I'm like, bro, how's that going to work? He a battle rapper. He gonna get me on that aspect because I don't battle rap. He's like, no. Quick, have you heard his music? I was like, I ain't heard no up to date shit. He's like, I'm finna send shit and check it out. I checked it. I'm like, okay. He got hit. He got bangers. He got club.
Yeah.
He's like, he's low key on some shit here. I was like, okay, I seen
Yeah.
it. So then when we did it, I'm like, okay, yeah. And I'm seeing it in real time. It was lit. I was like, okay, this is filthy. I was fucking with him, my nigga. I was like, this is hard.
Facts, man. No, that was a dope ass moment,
On the
man.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Man, Tone,
Bring that shit
bring
back.
the verses
man.
back,
On
baby.
the real.
You know what I'm saying? The town need that, man. That was a good look.
It
for
was,
sure.
man. It was. And shit, we gonna end it on that note. Straight like that, man. Another episode. GTKE. Appreciate Stuey pulling up, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
We out this bitch. Gone.